Hello everybody and welcome to the lecture on the unification algorithm, a lecture in the course of Introduction to Artificial Intelligence for Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering students of the 8th semester. In the last video lecture, we understood the resolution procedure in proposition logic. In today's lecture, we will try to understand the operation of unification algorithm. So as we saw in the last video, performing the resolution procedure is very easy in proposition logic because in order to find a contradiction, we need to simply look for the negated version of the same literal. Once this is matched, we resolve the two parent clauses to obtain the resolvent. The process in which the common literals are matched is a little different in case of predicate logic. So let us try to understand this with the help of an example. Consider two predicates, man John and not man John. Obviously, these two are complementary predicates. But man John and not man Spot are not complementary predicates. Why? Because even if the two literals have the same predicate symbol, that is man, their arguments are different. So in such a case, matching involves first checking their initial predicate symbol. If this matches, then checking the number of arguments they have. And then if that matches too, then checking the actual arguments for a match, one pair at a time. This is called unification of predicates. And this is what the unification algorithm is going to help us to do. The arguments of a predicate are generally either variables or constants. Consider, for example, the two predicates love into bracket x comma y and love into bracket John comma Spot. The predicate symbols match, which is love. The number of arguments that both predicates have is 2. That is also a match. Now we compare the arguments, one pair at a time. First we compare x and John. X is a variable, John is a constant. So if we substitute John in place of the variable x, this pair can match. Similarly, consider the second pair, y and Spot. Y is a variable, Spot is a constant. So, if we substitute Spot in place of y, then this pair can also match. Thus, the two literals match and can be considered for further resolution process. We write the list of substitutions made as John /x, Spot /y. And we say it as John for x, Spot for y. I hope from this example, the role of the unification process is clear. What the unification algorithm does is that it identifies the substitutions that may be necessary to match the two literals if they do. If the two literals do not match, the unification algorithm fails. If the two literals match without any substitution, the list of substitutions made to match the literals is empty. So let us consider another example to ascertain our understanding of the unification process. Consider the two literals try assassinate Marcus, Caesar and try assassinate x comma y. First, the two predicate symbols are checked. They are the same, try assassinate. Then the number of arguments is checked. It is the same, 2. Then we check the arguments one pair at a time. So first Marcus and x. If we substitute Marcus in place of x, the pair of arguments can match. And similarly, in case of the second pair, if we substitute Caesar in place of y, the second pair of arguments can match. Pause the video for a minute or two and write the substitutions necessary to unify these two literals. Yes, the list of substitutions would be written as Marcus for x, Caesar for y. This is how we will be writing the substitutions when we will generate proofs using resolution. Now, let us consider another example. We need to unify the following expressions. Like into bracket x comma x and like into bracket y comma z. The two predicate symbols match. The number of arguments also matches. Next, we compare the first pair of arguments, x and y. The algorithm can pick up either of the two substitutions. X substituted in place of y, that is x for y, or y substituted in place of x, that is y for x. Assume that the algorithm selects the substitution y for x. If we continue now with the next arguments x and z, we may produce the substitution z for x. And in this way, we may have the result as like into bracket y comma z and like into bracket y comma z. But this is incorrect way of substituting. Why? It is because this substitution is not consistent. What we did is we substituted both y as well as z in place of the same variable x. We cannot do that. What we actually need to do after finding the first substitution y for x is find the variable x and make that substitution throughout the literal across all arguments consistently. So, after this consistent substitution across all arguments, which is y for x, the substitution will result in literals that are like into bracket y comma y and like into bracket y comma z. Now we consider this result and then go ahead to compare the second argument. The second arguments are y and z. So now we can try to unify these two arguments by having the substitution z for y. That is, substitute z in place of y. If there were more arguments after the second argument, we would have applied this substitution to the remaining arguments and then considered that result to compare and unify the next argument. But since this is the last argument pair, the result is like y comma z and like y comma z. But notice the difference in the substitution. The final list of substitutions is y for x first for the entire literal and then z for y. In the function composition notation, this is written as z for y, y for x in separate brackets, where the rightmost substitution is applied first. and then the result is obtained, and that result is considered for the next left substitution. I conclude today's video lecture here. I hope everybody has understood. So, I now give you a tiny assignment to find the substitutions that are necessary to unify two predicates. The predicates are hate into bracket x comma y and hate into bracket Marcus comma z. I hope you have understood how to perform resolution in proposition logic as well as unification of predicates. Please contact me in case you have any difficulties. Thank you very much.